September. It was discussed that a Tuesday.
No, you don't need those at all. Good morning and welcome to the video live stream. I'm Ken Lundberg, and my special guest this morning is Nancy Kiernan, director of the Bridgman CGA. How's it going?
Good morning. It's cold outside, like you said.
It is
I wore
cold.
my fingerless gloves, and I regret that.
You know, unless you're going to go out hunting or something like that, what's the point of fingerless gloves?
For driving. I actually like to have my fingers and have a grip.
Okay.
On the wheel itself, and I do have a heated wheel.
Oh well, see,
so, you know, really, but
does it seem like it takes longer for the heated wheel to warm up when it gets this cold?
It is cold out there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because I have the heated seats in my car, and I swear it wasn't warm in my tush until like by the time I got home.
Yeah, but aren't we lucky to have heated
We're
seats?
so lucky.
It's a good thing.
And we're also fortunate that they don't do a subscription for it yet. Yeah. Remember when they were thinking about that? BMW, stop that.
Yeah,
a subscription, a monthly subscription. It's like, no. Anyway, good morning. Nancy Kiernan is not here to talk about cars or the cold. Well, you can. I mean, if you want to.
What you reminded me of is OnStar.
Oh, remember
OnStar?
I do.
And I didn't realize that there was actually a person that answered the phone when you called and gave you turn-by-turn directions, but it was a real person.
What?
So I've got a bunch of teenagers in my car. We're going to a Notre Dame game. We're lost. And we decide to do this, and we're thinking it's not a person, but they're talking in such a monotone way. We think it is AI or computer or whatever like that. And at one point, one of the kids gets frustrated and said, well, that's a bunch of crap. That's the wrong way. And she goes, excuse me? And
really? You're kidding. That's funny.
Real.
That's funny. So, I mean, is that OnStar? I've not had OnStar.
They used to put it in almost every car.
Okay.
And then they try to get you to keep it, by subscription.
Yeah.
I obviously opted out of the subscription, or they opted out of me. I'm not sure which one, but
my goodness. Yeah, I remember the OnStar thing. I never subscribed to it because, it's like
on our phone.
I don't need a map. What do I need a map for? I don't need.
Right.
No. Phone technology. So this is going to date me horribly, but driving across the country nowadays, you just tell your car where you want to go.
Right.
Remember back in the day when we had the little books that had
the laminated little books.
Yes.
The spiral ring map.
The spiral ring map book for big cities. So you could figure out where to go. Yep. As a news guy in Seattle, my news director gave me a big book and said, I don't know how to get there. Here you go. And that book sat in my car and got so worn out. But you could find everything.
Yep. Well, I know how to read a map.
Yeah. It's
Some
good.
Folks today don't, because we don't really utilize them anymore.
I can't remember the name of the thing I printed out when I drove across country, but I printed out the directions to get from Seattle to Washington, D.C. Turn by turn for the whole thing. Didn't lose it, thank goodness. But nowadays, the kids they have it so good.
Yes, they do.
Nancy Kiernan is here to talk about the Holiday Village in Bridgman. That big celebration is returning to downtown Bridgman this weekend, Saturday, with activities and holiday magic.
Absolutely.
You going to have magicians there?
Well, we have a magical fire dancer
who's
coming to do a couple of the shows for us.
It's a good time of year for that.
It is. It's kind of fun to see. We have the courtyard, and it's by 6 o'clock, it's going to be dark.
Yeah.
Right. So it'll be fun. We have a lot of great events. And I think, talking about the good old days, really Holiday Village brings back that traditional Christmas experience.
Okay. We will talk about that with Nancy Kiernan from the Bridgman CGA. And we'll have all of the events they have. We'll also talk about Bridgman, how things have been going this year, if that's all right.
Yeah,
and we can talk about, you reminded me that the Salute the Troops Playground fundraiser, all that. It's all coming up right here on the WSJM Morning Show in just a few moments. We're going to go away right now and come back for local news, our weather forecast, sports, and be back here on the video live stream.
Credit, get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:05, it's the WSJM Morning Show for Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. Good morning, I'm Ken Lundberg. The temperature outside in Benton Harbor, 23, 26 in St. Joseph, 27 in South Haven. Dowagiac, it's 20 and 20 degrees in Buchanan right now. The feels like temperature, St. Joseph, you're at 7 degrees. It feels like it's 7 degrees outside right now. Benton Harbor, it feels like it's 8. Looking at Dowagiac, it feels like 6 degrees out there right now. And New Buffalo, it's balmy 8 degrees is what it feels like. The forecast for today, mostly cloudy, a chance of snow showers, about a 50% chance of snow showers. Nothing to really speak of accumulation-wise. The high is going to probably get into the lower to mid 30s. It's going to stay probably out in the 20s by Dowagiac, but closer to the lakeshore, a little bit warmer. Next, for the next hour, we're going to be visiting with Nancy Kiernan. She's here in studio. Talk about Holiday Village in Bridgman. It's returning to downtown Bridgman this weekend. This Saturday, they have a whole slate of activities. We'll go through each and every one of them and talk about what you can expect as you visit the Holiday Village. It goes from 1 to 7 p.m. A lot of events. You can be part of the magic. Do you still need volunteers?
I think they're always looking for volunteers. Okay. Absolutely.
All right. So we'll have more on that and where you can find more information. That's coming up in just a couple of moments right here on the WSJM Morning Show. First off, let's get some local news in. The Van Buren County Road Commission reminding drivers, and this goes for pretty much any area of Southwest Michigan, reminding drivers about the winter storm procedures. Managing Director for the Van Buren County Road Commission, Brett Witkowski, says clearing roads takes time, especially when wind and drifting snow create hazardous conditions. He urges drivers to stay at least 200 feet behind the snow plows. Don't get up on their tail. That's not good. And he notes that primary routes are the priority during the active snowfall.
So there's 37 plow routes, and each person will hit the primaries and locals and neighborhoods. So each person has a segment that most of the time we try to keep the same people in the same area.
Primary routes include Red Arrow Highway, Blue Star Highway, and all county road designations. Witkowski says the department also plows residential neighborhoods, unlike other county agencies.
We try to always hit all the neighborhoods as part of the normal route. And, the last snow was really heavy. And one of the things is a lot of mailboxes went down, but it's not because we're hitting them, it's because the snow is hitting them and the posts are rotted out.
Yeah, Witkowski encourages homeowners to inspect their mailboxes prior to plow season and repair as necessary. He says that'll save a lot of the mailboxes from getting knocked down. He also asks drivers not to park on road shoulders during storms and reminds residents that plow crews are not staffed 24/7. The St. Joseph Public School District is inviting the community to an astronomy-themed open house that's coming up at Upton Middle School. Superintendent Kristen Bach was a guest on the WSJM Morning Show yesterday and says the event will showcase and feature a few schools. It'll showcase and feature something that a few schools have around the nation.
The planetarium at Upton Middle School is such an unique and really neat experience for our students as well as our community. We have an open house planned for December 15th, and we would invite residents to come and see that amazing programming.
I have not seen that planet. You've seen the planetarium?
Oh, absolutely.
You've been in the planetarium?
It was a big deal when we were in school. The trip to the planetarium.
Really?
That was the, excursion you loved.
Oh man.
It's a cool place. I mean, you're just sitting there and it's all around you. It gets completely dark.
So just like in the movies, you sit back in the big old chairs and you lean back and some voice, Carl Sagan, comes on and says, "This is Mars."
Who it was, but they had a planetarium guy.
Okay.
I want to say Mr. Bingham, but I don't know if that's
okay.
right.
If you ever need a planetarium stand-in, let me know. We can talk about Atlas 3i all day long. The evening's theme, talking about the planetarium and up in the middle school, the evening's theme for the open house, Legends of the Night Sky, Orion.
Okay.
Which, before I knew how to pronounce it when I was a kid, I always called it Orion because that's what it looks like. But it's Orion.
3 stars in the night sky.
Yes, it's beautiful. Box says it will appeal to families and astronomy enthusiasts alike.
They can expect a show. They can expect to see our beautiful seats and our beautiful planetarium that has been maintained excellently.
She almost called it an auditorium, but it's a planetarium. She caught herself. Box credits the St. Joseph Public Schools Foundation for keeping the planetarium in strong condition. The open house is set for December 15th from 6:30 to 7:15 p.m. I told Kristen that I would love to go to that, but I don't know how long I'll last in the comfy chair in the dark room.
Before you start snoring?
I'll just go to sleep.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's a good
okay. It'll keep me awake.
I think the show will be something that will keep you interested.
I'm sure it will. Okay. Again, that's December 15th, 6:30 to 7:15 p.m. at the Upton Middle School. Public welcome to attend. And let's see, finally, we told you about this. This is up in South Haven, after a tumultuous year with several police chief transitions, some water infrastructure challenges, and prolonged debates over lifeguards, South Haven City Manager Kate Hosier received high marks following her annual performance evaluation. Yeah, after a closed session review on Monday night, Mayor Annie Brown emerged to announce that the city's manager scored. The scores were improved across several categories year over year. The mayor praised Hosier's leadership of city staff and community stakeholders. Hosier became city manager back in 2020, succeeding Brian Dissett, and previously served South Haven in multiple roles, including interim manager. One more story. The holiday Whirlpool appliance sale benefiting the United Way of Southwest Michigan is now underway. It starts today. Yeah, the United Way's Zach East says the event gives shoppers a chance to purchase new appliances at deep discounts thanks to Whirlpool's generous support.
They donate, and I'm talking literally hundreds of thousands of dollars of appliances every year that we are then tasked to sell at United Way, and we get to keep the proceeds and send that money right back out in the community.
He says the fall sale performed well, but many items are still available. The sale is entirely online. You visit whirlpoolappliancesale.com.
All you have to do is just select from anything like KitchenAid small appliances, including stand mixers and blenders and coffee grinders and all sorts of stuff like that. We've got, I think, even knives that are up on the website too. In addition to things as far reaching as refrigerators, certainly dishwashers. I've got lots of those.
Dryers are also included. The sale continues through December 12th with all pickup dates scheduled before Christmas. So if you're thinking about buying that stand mixer for somebody special,
who
I mean,
doesn't want a KitchenAid stand mixer?
Right? And you know what you do with stand mixers? You make cookies.
There you go. Yeah. Absolutely.
So anyway, all right. Those stories and more, you can find them at WSJM.com. You can tune in for the Southwest Michigan Morning News Podcast. We've got that available to you after 5:30 a.m. each and every weekday morning. Just go to WSJM.com. You can get the full slate of news stories that we have without our fun interjections.
There you go.
There.
Straight up.
Yeah, exactly. Straight up. I'd like my news neat, please. Nancy Kiernan is here. She's from Bridgman, Bridgman CGA.
Correct.
Tell people what the Bridgman CGA is. Chamber Growth Alliance.
Well, it's actually the Greater Bridgman Area Chamber and Growth Alliance.
Wow. Okay.
We will be celebrating our 20th anniversary in January.
No
of
kidding.
2026.
Wow.
And we've undergone a lot of changes, and as you can imagine, over 20 years, organizations grow and contract and morph. And, we've just got a really great program going right now, and the Chamber and Growth Alliance part of it is that we're really doing economic gardening as well as traditional chamber activities like networking and events. But I'm really tasked with creating business development in the town.
I love how you think of that. Economic gardening.
Right.
So caring for it like you would a crop.
Well, absolutely. And I think, honestly, we planted seeds in 2024 and they are sprouting. And I'm very excited about kind of the direction Bridgman's going in. And it's a great town. It's a wonderful community.
Love it. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. We're maybe we can get a full update on year in review and how things are going. We'll talk about that with Nancy in a moment. But first off, let's make sure people know about the Holiday Village. Holiday Village. Tell us about it. What's happening? When's it?
Going to be a lot of fun this Saturday.
Okay.
I had to bring a cheat sheet to talk about all the things that we're going to have in store for our visitors. Okay. And we do get a lot of visitors for this event. And it's been something that the Bridgman has done for years. Okay. And the CGA is the host. Okay. But we have basically every institution and business in town participating. You literally can throw a snowball in any direction and you're going to hit something that's going on in Holiday Village.
That's fantastic.
It starts at actually 10 a.m.
Oh, 10 a.m.
with Christmas themed pancakes and hot cocoa at Molly's Beach Walk Cafe.
Okay.
And that's fun for the kids. Who doesn't want a Christmas themed pancake?
Yeah.
And then at noon, we'll start with pet photos at Transient Artisan Ales, and that will go on really all day.
Okay.
So bring your pup in his best Santa or elf outfit, and we'll have a photo booth there, and you can get your picture taken in a festive way with your pup.
Nice.
Then we have at the library, we have take-home crafts and a movie. That's going to be in the afternoon.
Okay.
From 1 to 4. We have face painting at Lake Street Eats.
Nice.
Which will be a lot of fun. That's from 1 to 4 as well.
Bring a lot of green.
Yes.
The face painters, bring a lot of green. That's my recommendation to them.
And
why, you ask?
Yes.
Well, I have noticed. I'm glad you asked.
Christmas trees are green.
Well, Christmas trees are green. Yes, that's a good point. However, it seems to me the zeitgeist that's out there on social media seems to show us that the Grinch is like a really popular character this year.
He's always been popular.
Well,
he's having, what do they call, a comeback?
He's
right?
having a resurgence,
yeah,
yes. And so a lot of people are doing the Grinch thing in a nice way.
Well, the Grinch is coming he'll be in Bridgman on Saturday.
See, I told you.
And he's going to have Cindy Lou Who with him. And you'll be able to have pictures taken with the Grinch and Cindy Lou.
Very nice.
At the new business to Bridgman, the Beachside Salt and Soul.
Oh, very nice.
Which is a salt cave that's coming next year. So,
I have not been in a salt cave, but I hear great things about them.
I just have to say, you feel that you are someplace else when you are in a salt cave.
Tell people what a salt cave is.
It is halotherapy, which is salt therapy.
Okay.
So you have walls and floors that are paneled, if you will, and covered. The floor is usually covered with loose Himalayan salt.
Yeah.
And if you have any kind of skin diseases or respiratory issues, that salt can really provide some relief from those discomforts. And it's also just a really relaxing place to be. The lights are cool, and it's fun.
That is cool. All right. Okay. So we have a lot to talk about with the Holiday Village. We've got to get to some sports on the radio here and some important messages. We're going to continue this conversation on the video live stream, but stay with us all hour long because we're going to have a lot of good information shared about Bridgman and the fun things that are happening there and the economic development with Nancy Kiernan. She's with the Bridgman CGA. It's coming up right now here on the video live stream. Here on the radio, going to get some sports.
Sports.
All right. Thanks for playing along on the Grinch thing.
So now, does your
we're still on the video live stream. Keep going.
In terms of sports,
the
game last night, my husband went to the high school. At
oh
St.
no!
Joe, said it was incredible.
You really?
Game, and that it was at the very last minute by 1 point.
Oh my gosh!
It was a very exciting game.
Here's what we had from Brett Witkowski. Brett Witkowski, who, by the way, I don't think he'd mind me telling you, he's feeling under the weather, but he got up anyway and shared the sports report. St. Joe 47, Berrien Springs 46. Yeah, and it was a game that was heard right here on 94.9 WSJM. Benton Harbor 55, Battle Creek Central 44, Lakeshore over Otsego 59-47, and South Bend Adams over Niles 81-62. Got a couple other scores. You want some more?
Yeah.
Waterville lead over Howardsville Christian 51-40. Bridgman over River Valley 65-15. Ouch. Buchanan over Eau Claire 57-22. Vicksburg beating Dowagiac. Gobles beating Decatur. Lawton over Hartford. Kalamazoo Phoenix over New Buffalo. Brandywine over Coloma, and Bangor over Saugatuck 54-25. So there you go. Let's see. Today, the high school basketball schedule looks like we've got Berrien Springs at Hopkins. Not a usual day for basketball, but they're playing a game anyway. Okay, back to Bridgman. So Bridgman, give me the formal name of the CGA again. It's the Greater Bridgman Area
Chamber and Growth Alliance.
Okay, Greater Bridgman Area.
And we encompass Lake Charter Township.
Okay.
So that's one community. It's two municipal governments, but it's one community, and we serve both communities.
And why is it necessary? What is it? What is this intended purpose? This is a softball question.
Well, I will tell you, walking into Bridgman last year, realizing that there was such a pent-up demand for these for technical assistance to small business. It's really, you need to be embedded. You need to be boots on the ground. You need to get the word out locally that there is help. There's someone who will give you some business counseling, package a loan for you, look for a grant. And once I walked in, boy, it's amazing what the pent up demand was. I've been drinking from a fire hose since day one, and it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's great. And it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think you need a local advocate, I guess, is the answer. You really need someone who's living, breathing, eating, drinking Bridgman business. And that's what we've accomplished in Bridgman.
What have the biggest challenges been?
I think the biggest challenges are one, attitude. You have to believe it will happen, right? You have to believe if you build it, they will come, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's number one. And I think we've gone over the hump there. So we've got a very good, I've doubled my board. My board has doubled this year because people are seeing results and wanting to be part of it. Yeah. So we're getting new members every day and enjoying their contributions too. So it's a group effort. And I think, between the city, the township, the Corridor Improvement Authority, and all of the businesses, we're making headway, and it's fueling itself at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. What's on the horizon? What news do you want to break here this morning?
Well, let's
see. Things under, you don't have to. I know people will get mad, but
it's kind of already broke a little bit. We are getting Ace Hardware.
Oh, okay. I heard that.
It's a big deal.
That's fantastic.
And I guess the story there is when you have someone like a Rite Aid pharmacy leave, which happened to every state in the Midwest, apparently.
Right. Yeah.
They leave behind a 10,000 square foot building, and that's tough to fill. Yeah. There aren't a lot of operators for a 10,000 square foot building. So getting Ace Hardware to come in and take that spot and revitalize that corner is just a huge win for the community.
What kind of questions?
Grateful.
Yeah. What kind of questions were they asking when they were considering it?
Well, I will say I was talking to this operator like day one. So a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. And the timing's got to be right, and the opportunity's got to be right. So what we did initially was really just kind of do a survey of all of the available properties. I've developed a commercial property inventory, which is a very useful tool. And we toured the city. We talked about it. And so they were really looking for how big a reach they think Bridgman has. And honestly, I think that hardware store at Gas Road and Shawnee is going to serve South County significantly. I think, we are regional, and we're right smack dab in the middle. So I think we will have a good market base for the Ace Hardware.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right, let's get back on the radio. It's the WSJM Morning Show. We're talking with Nancy Kiernan.
This afternoon, we'll see high temperatures around 30. We'll see lake effect snow showers again tonight down to 17, and tomorrow, light lake effect snow with a high of 22. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
7:23 on your Wednesday, December 3rd. Let's check the temperature outside. 26 degrees in St. Joseph right now, but the feels like is still 7.
Yes.
Feels like 7 degrees. Let's see. 8 degrees is what the feels like in Benton Harbor. Let's see. What is it out in Dowagiac? Oh, Dowagiac, where the thermometer says 20 degrees, it actually feels like 6.
I love snow.
Yeah.
But I think when it gets this cold, people don't go out and
enjoy it.
They don't go cross country skiing.
Yeah. There's this whole thing.
Good fire, but
the balance between the fun and enjoyment of the winter wonderland and death. Right. So death by freezing. We don't want that. We want the fun stuff. No, I was telling Stephanie I was hoping that the temperatures would at least get to a point where I could go out and shovel the ice off the steps.
Right.
But it hasn't even gotten that warm yet because I just sit there with a pickaxe and.
Although I make it out to the hot tub regardless of the weather.
Oh man!
Because once you're in the hot tub, it really doesn't matter if it's 7 outside.
Does that offer therapy?
Yes.
I mean, the hot cold thing. It's like, huh?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, when you're cold all day or your toes are cold, nothing warms up your toes better than a hot tub.
All right. This ad brought to you, but no. We're talking with Nancy Kiernan. She's the head of the Bridgman CGA. It's actually the Greater Bridgman Area Chamber and Growth Alliance.
You got it.
Okay.
Very good.
And they encompass 2 municipalities, and you view it as you're a farmer, basically.
Yep.
You're tending the crops, the economic crops.
Yep.
And we were talking on the video live stream about a recent accomplishment where Ace Hardware is going to be taking the old Rite Aid building.
Local operator expanding their footprint in our area, and just really grateful to have, again, a really good local operator.
Yeah.
That's really important. And I will emphasize that, really my philosophy is we've got to grow our own.
Yeah.
And if we've got a good person that's doing good things in our community, let's see if we can help them go to another community and do the same thing. So that's the story here, is we found a really good local person, and they are operating in Stevensville and St. Joe currently, and have been, we were able to show them the perfect match for them in Bridgman. So very fortunate.
I love their operations,
Yep.
and they're good partners here with Midwest Family Marketing and Media. So congratulations to them for their expansion into Bridgman. And Bridgman, I mean, you've got a lot of stuff going on economically. So we'll talk about that in just a second. But one of the reasons Nancy is here this morning is a fun event as well. Holiday Village is returning to downtown Bridgman, and it's happening this Saturday. You've got events, activities, holiday magic. Let's run through the schedule, and then we'll get back to the economic development talk. But so 10 a.m. is when it starts with the pancake breakfast.
Yep. Pancake breakfast at 10 a.m. And I think if you have not finished your holiday shopping, or you've not started your holiday shopping.
Okay, I'm in that category. Yeah.
You definitely want to hit Lutheran Emmanuel Church for our pop-up market. That's going to be between 1 and 5 in the afternoon.
Okay.
And if you finish all your shopping and want a nice warm beverage, you can pop over to Lake Street Church for hospitality. They're serving coffee and hot cocoa and snacks, which is great. And we've got, let's see, for the kids or adults, for the crafters, let's say, we've got ornament making at Rebecca's Ceramics.
Okay.
That's going to be again in the afternoon from 1 to 6. Back to Lutheran Emmanuel Church for the live nativity.
Oh, very nice.
Let's hope it warms up a little bit for these folks.
Yeah, it's going to be balmy. It'll be nice.
They're not moving around a lot, so it's going to be kind of chilly. But that's between 2 and 4.
Okay.
And then
that's why they have the robes on.
The whole thing. It's a very realistic.
That'll be cool.
Live nativity scene.
Nice.
And I will say,
you got real donkeys out there and everything.
They have had real donkeys out there.
All right. All right. Keep going.
I will say, I'm just going to go in there. I for my family's Christmas card, the year that I was born in November.
Yeah.
I got to play Baby Jesus.
You were Baby Jesus?
I was Baby Jesus. Yes.
Whoa.
They sent out a nativity.
We get all the celebrities here on the WSJM morning show. That is so cool.
My sister Mary was Mary. My brother Roger was Joseph. We had 6 kids. We did the whole nativity thing.
That is amazing. That's really cool.
But then if you want to go to see Miss Bridgman and play games in the courtyard, that'll be happening from 2 to 5 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So again, we want that to warm up a little bit for that. There will be an elf village at the Getaway Cubby Grill from 2 to 6. And a pet parade will step off from Paws to Wash at 3 p.m.
Nice.
We're including everybody.
Love that.
And lots of other good stuff too. You want me to keep going?
Well, we can come back to it in a moment. But on the pet parade, any registration required or any?
You show up with your festively festooned furry friend. That was pretty good.
Festively festooned furry friend. I love that. Nancy's just winging it here. This is awesome. So the pet parade goes down Lake Street, and that starts at what time again? Sorry,
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so. You can enjoy all that and more. It's at the Holiday Village in Bridgman. It's happening this Saturday, and really the events kick off in the morning with the pancake stuff going on at Becky's, right?
At Molly's.
At Molly's,
yes.
Excuse me. Okay, Molly's.
Rebecca's is going to be doing the ornament painting.
That's right. Sorry. Okay, I got confused.
So much
that's
to
why.
do.
That's why you have the cheat sheet.
I have the cheat sheet.
All right. So we'll talk about that some more here in just a few moments. We've got to break for some messages. We'll get the latest Bloomberg Market Minute, our financial update here on the video live stream, we're going to talk more economic development stuff about Bridgman, what's happening in that area, and start our year in review. We're going to do your evaluation if that's all right.
Sure,
okay.
Absolutely.
So we've got that coming up right here on WSJM at 7:30. Well, I mean, so how did you do? Did you do okay as an actor when you were playing Baby Jesus? Did you?
I was pretty
were the
cute.
papers,
I
were the
was
critics
pretty
kind
fat
to you?
And cute, and I really was.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, and I still have that. I still have that Christmas card.
That is so.
My brother saved it. So.
What a great holiday memory.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Bridgman CGA and how things have been going. So, I mean, you got a big win on Ace Hardware, but what did 2025 look like for the CGA for Chamber Growth Alliance?
We really had a good year. I guess one of the things we did that was maybe a tipping point to a certain extent is we brought back street dance.
Yeah.
Which is a very much beloved activity that started with the firemen flipping dogs and burgers way back when outside of City Hall.
Yeah.
And even though I'm an economic development specialist, I was convinced by my board and folks in town that we need to celebrate Bridgman. So they need these special events. And I had a great committee that stepped up to the plate to take over these events. I've got, folks from Transient Artisan Ales and Classic Catering is our signature sponsor. We've got, friends from the Navajo all pitching in, and others. There's, I don't want to forget anybody, but there's everybody put in, and we had 1,300 people show up, and this is the first year since like 2019.
Wow.
So it was fun. It was hot.
Yeah.
Bands, and it was a really fun event. And I think that was a big success for us. And then our Salute the Troops.
Yeah.
We have, taken on a capital campaign for developing a playground that is military service themed at the American Legion in Bridgman.
Yeah. And,
the American Legion is just such a great community institution. It, in many ways, the heart of the community can be found there at any given day.
Yeah.
And we just thought it would be great for veterans or active service folks to be able to visit the Legion, have a beer, have a burger, and let their kids play in this really cool playground. And we've got a great design for it, and getting a lot of support already from the community for this playground. And AEP really stepped up to the plate and presented us with a check for $50,000 towards this playground to get the party started.
Yeah.
And we're just so grateful for that, stalwart of our community as well, bringing, their resources to this initiative.
Yeah, you think about, and I'm glad you touched on it, you think about economic development and you think about what it means in a community, and it's about that holistic approach that you're talking about. Yep. It's not just saying to businesses, hey, come here and we're ready to do business. It's about building up the entire community and having that steady flow of traffic so that people from outside of the area understand what it is on a regular basis, frequent the shops there, frequent the commercial activity there, see what the possibilities are. And maybe somebody gets an idea, they've got an open 10,000 square foot building.
Yeah, right.
We've been thinking about expanding. Maybe we can do both.
Yep.
Okay.
And I get so many people with many good ideas.
Hold on one second, because I've got an idea. We got to get back on the radio. We'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
It remains on shaky ground after bruising losses that began in early October. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
7:33, 23 degrees in Benton Harbor, 26 in St. Joseph. The feels like temperature, 7 degrees outside. The forecast for today, mostly cloudy. A 50% chance of some snow stuff falling from the sky, so snow showers. Highs today, lower to mid-30s, maybe, if we're lucky, by the lake, a little cooler inland. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusts up to 25 miles per hour. So the wind is going to keep us cool. Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy. Still a big chance of lake effect snow this evening, a 50% chance of snow. Lows in the upper teens and lower 20s. Northwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. How cold does it have to be to not snow? Remember how every now and again, it's too cold to snow. Too cold to snow.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up. Maybe AI has something on that. I don't know. Anyway. Thursday.
I have AI on my phone. I ask it lots of questions on a regular
Do you have the
basis.
talking one? Does it talk back to you?
Yeah.
Do you find it annoying?
No.
You like your
like
AI?
comfort, yes.
Mine, I for some reason I got the annoying edition of AI. No,
maybe you can switch that up or something.
I think
you know how
so.
you can change the voice
I
on
suppose.
your navigation
Yeah,
system?
I'll
I
check
have a
it.
hunky Australian male telling me, "Turn right here, love."
You missed the turn, but that's okay.
Right.
We'll just have another beer.
Well, my husband said he didn't want to have another woman telling him what to do,
so we
I
changed
switched it up on him.
I love that. Thursday's forecast, partly cloudy skies, 20% chance of lake effect snow showers tomorrow, and a high in the mid to upper 20s. We're visiting with Nancy Kiernan. She's here from the Greater Bridgman Area Chamber and Growth Alliance. And the Holiday Village event is happening this weekend in Bridgman. It's happening all day Saturday. We've got the events. We'll talk about it some more, but we're also talking about economic development in the Greater Bridgman area. We'll continue that conversation here in a few moments on the video live stream and on the radio here on WSJM. Right now, latest world and national news.
ABC News, I'm Sherry. Preston, a blistering snowstorm followed by frigid temperatures. Welcome to winter for half the country. ABC meteorologist Ginger Z says Arctic air is moving in.
By the time we reach Thursday, the actual air temperature will drop to 1 below 0 in Lincoln, Nebraska, 8 for Kansas City. Then you go to Friday, and that's when Chicago to Pittsburgh, even Portland, Maine, at only 6 as you start your Friday, could break records. But it's cold and the coldest of the season all the way down to Raleigh. By next week, you say, okay, does this flip at all? No. Quite warm out in the west and then below average, especially here in the Northeast.
President Trump now indicating that immigration agents will be heading to Minnesota, home to a large Somali population in Minneapolis. The president calling them garbage and saying they should be sent back to where they came from. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth continuing to blame Navy Admiral Mitch Bradley for a second strike on a suspected drug boat in the Caribbean that killed survivors. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Some of the news stories coming up just after 8 o'clock this morning. The Palisades nuclear power plant getting a huge infusion of cash to move closer to becoming a national test site for the next generation nuclear technology. We'll tell you about that $400 million decision. That's coming up just after 8 o'clock. The St. Joseph Township Board of Trustees has delayed action on a proposed land donation that could lead to a new youth sports complex. We'll tell you their concerns there. And then yesterday's guest on the WSJM Morning Show making some news, talking about the U.S. military strike in the Caribbean, saying that might explain the recent video in which 6 Democrat lawmakers reminded service members they don't have to follow what are determined as illegal orders. So we'll hear from retired Congressman Fred Upton next hour in our news bit. It's coming up just after 8 o'clock right here on the WSJM Morning Show. We've got sports coming up after a look at state news. Back on the video live stream with Nancy Kiernan from the Bridgman CGA coming up.
The mission.
Okay, sorry, I had to get back to the radio. You were talking about ideas. People get ideas when they visit a community, and that's one of the reasons that your community events are so effective.
Well, and
would you say that?
Absolutely, and I think that when people come in, and I think maybe there's a wannabe entrepreneur in all of us secretly.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that.
And I wish I had done this, or someday I'd like to own that, or do. So when people come to Bridgman, then they see there's opportunities because there are unique shops in Bridgman. We don't have the same thing as everywhere else, right?
Yeah.
We have our own personality. So we had one group that I think it's wonderful. It's very unique and it's very timely. In Lake Charter Township, we will have, I hope this year, we'll see how the construction goes, but Tiny Town Lodging, which is going to be a kind of tiny home resort. Right on Red Arrow Highway.
No kidding.
And it's going to be containers that are tiny homes.
That's so fun.
It is. It's like if you want to go camping, but you don't want to be in a tent.
So it's a little bit like glamping, but not so much.
It is. It's kind of glamping, and I think it's a great idea, and I think it'll be a huge success.
For those of you who don't know what glamping is, I love explaining it. It's camping in a glamorous way.
That's right.
Glamping. By the way, on the video live stream, Diane looked up why it doesn't snow sometimes when it's so cold. She says it stops snowing because snow, that's a result of both cold temperatures and moisture in the air. However, it's unlikely to snow when temperatures drop below -10 Fahrenheit because very cold air holds very little moisture.
That makes sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diane, for looking that up. And the asterisk we'll put on that is that might be her AI telling us. Good morning, John. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Teresa, Bill, Scott, others. Well, Bill and Scott. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Bill is Scott. Scott is Bill.
Okay.
You don't know this, but his Facebook account got hacked at some point, so he had to change things up. But we're talking with Nancy Kiernan. We're talking with Nancy Kiernan here, Bridgman CGA. What else is going on in Bridgman? What else are you happy about?
Well, we, kind of on the housing front in terms of the whole ecosystem of economic development, right?
Yes.
You have to do housing too.
Yeah.
I mean, I anecdotally have a great business in town. It's a technology business, and they are always recruiting new talent. And often people come, and unfortunately, maybe not often, but this is the story is, came, liked the business, liked the job offer, but couldn't find a place to live.
Yeah, had that happening one time is too many times.
That's too many times.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because can you imagine going after a job it's the right opportunity, the right fit, the right company.
We have great
schools, and then the housing thing.
So we are in pre-sales for the Trails of Bridgman development, which will bring you 68 single-family homes. And we also have out in Lake Charter Township the Allen Edwin development that's going forward. So, and we're looking to continue to get ready for additional housing developers. And as a matter of fact, last week I toured about 8 sites with a developer in the area, and a couple of them looked pretty good to them.
Yeah.
So we're identifying opportunities and we are pursuing them.
Are you? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Well, are you noticing, because we've been focusing on this issue in Berrien County and the surrounding counties as well, but in Berrien County especially, it feels like there's a housing building boom that we haven't seen. Some people have told me in decades. New housing developments coming forward, in part because of the 2023 state legislative action that broadened how brownfield tax increment financing could be used.
Right.
And for housing developments. Are you feeling that? Are you seeing that start to take hold in your area?
I think it's really, you want to talk about magic?
Sure.
Putting together the right capital stack to make a housing development work is a real challenge.
Yeah.
And without those incentives, it's not going to work. I think the bottom line is when you're building it over $250 a square foot, it's expensive. That's all there is to it. So at some point, you have to really think about multifamily to bring the cost down. You have to embrace technologies like manufactured homes, which the legislature has. MISHDA is now incentivizing that product as well. And I think you have to have, it has to be a public-private partnership. I mean, maybe someone throws in the land and you build employee assisted housing on that parcel. There's different ways to approach it, but you got to work the problem. It's a very challenging development proposition at this point because of the cost of construction. And then in our area, you don't have, it's supply and demand too. If you don't have a lot of contractors out there or a lot of trades out there. So developing trades is really important too, to continue to bring down and make housing attainable in our communities. Yeah,
that's a really good point. That last one, especially because you may have all the money in place. You may have somebody wants to buy it, somebody wants it built, but you can't find the builder.
Right.
Because they've got an 8-month backlog or a year backlog or 2-year backlog. That's a lot of challenges out there.
There are.
All right. Well, we'll come back. We'll do our Moody on the Market update. We'll talk again about the Holiday Village. And anything else you want to talk about. We're visiting with Nancy Kiernan from the Bridgman CGA. That continues in just a moment.
I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
Here we go, 7:44 on Wednesday, December 3rd. I'm Ken Lundberg. It's the WSJM Morning Show. It feels like 8 degrees outside, so bundle up accordingly. Let's do our Moody on the Market update for this hour. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. And during our Moody on the Market update, we talk about stories that are posted at moodyonthemarket.com. We also have special guests come into the studio, as we have today, Nancy Kiernan from the Greater Bridgman Area Chamber and Growth Alliance, to talk about all kinds of things that are happening in Bridgman, including Bridgman area, including the Holiday Village. So for those who might just be joining us, let's do a recap, a reset on the Holiday Village. What's happening this Saturday?
We've got a lot of great activities, the morning, all afternoon. And I will say you have to come to Bridgman because the decorations are up and they're just beautiful.
Yeah.
Our little town in snow with all of those lights wrapped and everything, and the beautiful new Christmas tree that we got last year that is right in the center of downtown. It's picturesque. It really is.
Sounds like it's beautiful.
And we have so many activities going on at the area churches, the area businesses, the library. Miss Bridgman's playing games in the courtyard. We have a chili cook-off at Lake Time Brew, which is one of our new businesses in Bridgman this year.
Okay.
Fun place with a great entertainment space in the back, and they're having comedy and live music, and it's a lot of fun year round.
Oh, that's great.
So you got to check out that. We've got carolers that will be walking through the town from 3 to 6 in the afternoon. We have Santa at Rising Kites, one of our great new coffee shops in town.
Yeah.
Very popular. Wonderful social impact based business.
Rising Kites, by the way, the owner came in and had I had a great conversation with her. It was a lot of fun. And Rising Kites, I mean, so they do the coffee, they do flowers, but they have a national and I think international impact. They're beginning at least to think about that as well, sending kits to parents who might be the new parents of someone with Down syndrome.
Right.
And go ahead.
Building that support network for those parents so they don't feel alone.
And it's right there in Bridgman that they're putting all this together and putting that goodness out into the atmosphere. It's amazing.
What I really like about it, and I want to do this in a bigger way somewhere, everywhere, right? Is when you buy your cup of coffee, it asks you, would you like to donate? And you can press 1, 2, whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel good after I bought that cup of coffee and I've given them, a couple bucks to further their mission. I think that's a great way to, I don't know. It's just, it makes your customers feel good about what you're doing. It helps the people that you are hoping to serve. It's just, I love it.
Yeah. Rising Kites.
Yeah.
What's happening at Rising Kites again?
We're going to have Santa there.
Oh, okay.
With a photo booth.
Nice.
And free hot cocoa.
Oh.
And Santa will be coming, let's see, I want to make sure I get the right time, from 3:30 to 6 at Rising Kites.
Okay. And that's right across the tracks in Bridgman.
Yep,
okay.
Absolutely. And then if you want to see Mrs. Claus, I mean, we've got both of them there.
Oh, okay.
We've got Mrs. Claus across the street at the Sandpiper. And we will also she will be decorating cookies with the kids, which is always fun. Reading stories. And then at the Sandpiper, and this is between 4 and 6 in the afternoon, Big B Coffee will also be serving coffee and hot chocolate to the folks in the Sandpiper.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
And where's the Grinch going to be?
The Grinch is going to be at Beachside Salt and Soul, which is right next to the Sandpiper. It's great that we have this compact downtown and so much going on.
Can we have a cage match? Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the Grinch all at the same time? Wouldn't that be? This would really double the attendance.
Yeah. I think you're right.
All right. Maybe not. Maybe not this year. We'll put it in the idea bucket.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, that's our Moody on the Market update. So again, the hours on the Bridgman Holiday Village this weekend, this Saturday.
We are going all the way from 10 a.m. to 6:30, and then folks can stop in at any of the hospitality locations and keep the evening going.
Okay. And for the full slate of activities and information, where can people go?
Want to go to the website or our Facebook, and you'll be able to catch a QR code to the event and get the full agenda. But also, if you come, we'll give you an agenda when you come to the market. There's posters up in the storefront so people can navigate through the town. And we want you to come and pick your favorite thing to do.
It's a
There's
community
lots to choose from.
celebration. Yeah, community celebration, Holiday Village returning to downtown Bridgman this Saturday.
Yep.
Events, activities, holiday magic begins at 7 and goes until you're done.
And we have a fire dancer too that's going to do
talk
two
about the
shows
fire
for
dancer.
us.
Yeah.
Nick May is going to be performing in the courtyard at 5:30. So just as it starts to get dark. And then after the tree lighting, which happens at 6, and the tree tunnel competition winner being announced.
Tree tunnel competition. What is that?
We have businesses decorating Christmas trees and competing for the best prize.
Okay.
So you will have perhaps last year we had Accents Himalayan Textiles.
Right.
Did a great Himalayan themed
very
Christmas
nice
tree.
Okay.
The Navajo does a great kind of Italian food theme. So we've got some new entries this year. And
I get the Christmas tree thing. Where's the tunnel come in?
Well, we create a tunnel for people to walk through all the beautiful trees.
Okay.
So you get to
maybe it's a corridor. Is it a corridor? You can call it a tunnel if you want to.
It's a tree tunnel. It's that alliteration again. TP. And then we're going to have live voting, so everybody gets to vote for their favorite Christmas tree.
I love that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, and the fire dancer. I've not seen a fire dancer. What does a fire dancer do?
Well, they have.
I mean, it sounds like.
A little nervous.
Don't get too close to the trees.
The mom and me comes out really quick. I want to get that blanket and that bucket of water. But he will breathe some fire. He will dance with the fire.
Okay,
it's a pretty cool display.
So it's literally dancing with fire.
Absolutely. And he's going to be there at 5:30. And then after the tree lighting, he'll go back to the courtyard at 6:30 and kind of end the festivities with a special dance for us all.
Okay, very nice. Again, for more information on this, go to the website. Which website you want to send them to?
I want to send them to the Greater Bridgman Area Chamber website.
Okay, that one. And then, or Facebook, just go to Facebook and type in Bridgman CGA?
Yep.
Okay, and that'll get you there as well. That way you can see the full slate of activities for the Holiday Village happening this weekend, this Saturday in Bridgman. And again, it goes from 10 a.m. with the pancake breakfast till past 7 o'clock, however long you want to hang out and enjoy the Christmas tree tunnel or corridor, whatever you want to call it. Moody on the Market update this hour. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. Back with more in just a moment.
Rich Brand and Tara Call.
You're a good sport. Back on the video live stream. Thank you for entertaining my silly humor. No, that sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
So how many years has this been going on? 20?
Gosh, I
more?
don't know how many years.
Holiday Village?
It's been going on for a long time.
I'm going to ask you.
I will tell you, it is a lot of fun. And last year, my husband, by 7 o'clock, he was exhausted because you're doing stuff all day. So I think you can come in and go out. But if you want to spend a day having fun, Bridgman's the place to come.
Let's see. Long-standing annual tradition. AI thinks it's been held for at least 15 years. I'm going to say longer.
Okay, very good. Yep, absolutely.
I'm going to say longer. Because, you were baby Jesus, right?
That's right.
And you were a kid back then.
That sounds wrong when you say it.
Sorry. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, a lot of good stuff. That's a lot of fun. That's great. And street dance. Will we see street dance come back in 2026?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Everybody loved it. And you know what? The people who worked for months to put it on are enthusiastic to bring it back. And that says something.
That's awesome. All right. Sorry, I'm just doing some commercial adjustments here. Make sure we stay on the air. Okay. Got that one. And then we'll be back right there. Okay. Anything else that we need to cover or talk about? Your colleagues are down in Niles this morning.
They are, absolutely.
Doing the economic outlook.
Yeah. It's very exciting.
Give us any insights on what they're going to be talking about?
Just, it's the state of the economy.
Yeah.
And I think that what we're seeing with my affiliation with the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber is that regional strategy, but deployed and customized on the local level, is winning. It's happening. It's working. And I think a lot of communities have recognized that, Bridgman has got something going on, and, it's FOMO, right? Fear of missing out to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And to join with Niles is a very, it's a large chamber. It makes the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber have that much more resources and that much more bandwidth in terms of, how we are affecting the region. And I think it's very exciting, and we've had quite a few communities think that this is a model that they can employ, and I think it will work. You can take it wherever you want to take it, because the bottom line is we're embedding in the community. We're having local input and advisory board members, and we're taking that slow and steady wins the race kind of attitude about it, and it's bearing fruit.
Yeah, that's exciting. You doing anything special over the holidays in addition to Holiday Village?
Family? I have to admit, I go to Denver every Christmas to see my granddaughter.
Okay.
And my daughter, of course.
You go through the Denver airport?
We'd go through Denver Airport, which...
You're a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, let's not talk about Denver Airport.
Okay.
But I will say that full circle back to put something warm on your screen on your phone.
Yeah.
My picture is my granddaughter at Silver Beach eating a Crustable.
Oh. Yeah.
It makes me feel all warm inside.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, that's great. So one grandchild out there?
I have a granddaughter in Denver and a grandson in New York.
Oh, fun.
So I kind of go back and forth.
Okay.
And we will make the grandfather's eggnog. That's our family's holiday tradition.
What's the recipe?
We don't tell the recipe.
Oh.
The only way you learn the recipe is to make the eggnog with a family member.
No kidding.
It is absolutely foreboding to write the recipe down. And I will tell you, it has 3 different kinds of liquor in it, and it tastes just like a chocolate malted milkshake.
That sounds really good. Have you made it?
You should stay seated.
Okay. If you drink
in
that.
front of the fire whenever you drink it. Don't.
Back in just a moment. It's the WSJM Morning Show, 7:56.
Bryant Factory Authorized Dealer.
From the Pat Moody Studios, this is WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:57. We've got 3 minutes to crack the secret code of what goes into grandfather's eggnog recipe. All right, 3 minutes or less. So we're on the good morning and welcome again to the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Nancy Kiernan is here with me. We've been talking about Bridgman and the Greater Bridgman Area Chamber and Growth Alliance and the Holiday Village event that's happening in Bridgman. But on the video live stream just now, Nancy was telling us about what is it called again? The title of it, Grandfather's
Eggnog.
Grandfather's Eggnog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Granddad's Eggnog, and it's a secret, tightly held family recipe.
It is, and we have to have a crock. So you get a real
started a crock,
2-3 gallon crock.
Okay.
Probably 3 gallon.
Yeah.
Because the recipe's for 2 gallons. But let me just tell you that 2 gallons goes pretty quick.
Wow.
Because it goes down real smooth.
Okay.
It's raw eggs.
Oh, yum.
It's sugar. 2 pounds of it. That's the only quantity of an ingredient I will tell you.
2 pounds of sugar and some
then
raw
3
eggs.
different kinds of liquor.
And it comes out tasting like
malted milk.
Wow.
Malted milk. It is smooth as can be. You would never know until you try to stand up how much liquor is in Grandpa's eggnog. But I used to go, I was the stirrer. I would stir and
before or after you were 21?
Before.
Oh, okay. Good plan.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Just the stir. And so it's a secret family recipe that the only way you learn it is by taking part in making it.
Making it with a family member. Absolutely.
And there is no writing the recipe down.
No.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Is there a non-alcoholic version? No. She just scoffed at me. No. That sounds fantastic.
And we don't use like skim milk or anything either.
Yeah. Go all in. Go big or go home.
You gotta go big or go home for the eggnog. That's for sure.
And Nancy's other warning that she mentioned on the video live stream was, if you have some of this, don't get too close to the fire.
No, right, exactly. Or the fire dancer.
Or the fire dancers. Yeah.
Yep.
Here, watch, Grandma. I can do this. No, that's fantastic. All right.
We do keep the crock out in the snow, so it's really important because you can't put a 2-gallon crock in your refrigerator.
No.
So you put it right down.
Especially
into the
when people have been drinking it for a while and they want to refill.
Yeah. Well, when they go out and get that cold blast, it kind of sobers them up a little bit. But the minute they get back in with the nog, it's all back and warm and cozy again.
Nancy, we've got to go for news, but Nancy Kiernan, Holiday Village in Bridgman, it starts at 10 a.m. this Saturday morning, goes till 7 p.m. on the schedule, but you can stay as long as you wish and you're having a good time. Thanks for sharing all the information about Bridgman. We appreciate you.
And we'd love to have you come down Saturday.
Morning and till the afternoon as well. For the pet parade, maybe at 3 o'clock. All right. Thank you. It's 8 o'clock news coming up.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston.